For millennia, the peepal tree, known botanically as Ficus religiosa and in ancient texts as Ashvatha, has stood as a living monument across the subcontinent. It is at this very site, the Mahabodhi Temple, where Siddhartha Gautama is said to have reached enlightenment beneath its branches. That history has fostered a deep reverence across Buddhism, Hinduism, and Jainism. Today, devotees still circle these massive trunks, tying sacred threads to the bark in acts of worship that have effectively protected the species for centuries. Over time, this spiritual devotion has merged with modern folklore. Walk through any South Asian city, and you will hear claims that the tree radiates positive energy, possesses the power to cure any illness, and, most famously, is the only plant on Earth that breathes out oxygen 24 hours a day. These claims sound like pure mythology, but when we examine the tree's actual biology, we find something far more interesting than a simple ghost story. It raises the question, did these spiritual traditions recognize a suite of advanced, highly specific biological traits? We can start by addressing the most persistent claim, that the peepal produces oxygen all night. Like all other plants, it actually respires in the dark, consuming oxygen and releasing carbon dioxide to stay alive. However, the peepal utilizes a rare biological adaptation called crassulacean acid metabolism, or CAM. Opening a leaf's microscopic pores during a scorching day leads to massive water loss. To prevent this, the peepal waits for the sun to set before opening its pores to absorb carbon dioxide from the night air. It then converts that absorbed carbon dioxide into malic acid, locking it safely inside the cells. When sunlight hits the leaves, the pores slam shut to conserve water. The tree then breaks down that stored malic acid to complete the photosynthetic process, finally releasing its byproduct, oxygen, into the environment. This delayed cycle functions as an extreme survival strategy. It is a mechanism of water conservation that allows the tree to remain resilient in environments where other plants would dry out and die. That cellular efficiency translates into massive environmental impact. A field study from the Hooghly district in West Bengal measured this impact directly, tracking the carbon storage potential of various roadside trees. This date table tracks the biomass of 10 different species. Ficus religiosa significantly outperformed the others, capturing 86.67 grams of carbon. For perspective, Melia azaderic managed only 2.5 grams. The peepal pulled roughly 34 times more carbon from the atmosphere. When projecting this efficiency over a 1,500-year lifespan, the scale is massive. By building such dense wood and an expansive root system, a single mature specimen sequesters 20 to 25 kilograms of CO2 every year for centuries. The peepal operates as a biological engine, purpose-built to pull carbon and store it long-term. While ancient physicians lacked carbon tracking data, they viewed the tree as a biochemical factory. Ayurvedic and Unani traditions harvested the bark, leaves, and sap to create a highly specific pharmacological toolkit. Modern research has confirmed several of these traditional uses. The tree's bark is highly astringent. It contains chemicals that constrict tissues, stopping severe nosebleeds and accelerating wound healing. Even the leaf has a functional design. That distinct elongated tail is a drip tip. It allows heavy monsoon rain to drain instantly, preventing the fungal rot that would otherwise destroy the antioxidants housed in the leaf's veins. However, this chemical potency has a dangerous side. When a leaf is torn, the tree releases a milky white latex. This sap contains volatile compounds that can trigger severe skin irritation and allergic reactions in humans. Ancient medical texts demanded strict preparation for a reason. The peepal behaves like a potent drug, with a biochemical volatility that requires careful, professional handling. In ecology, the peepal is classified as a keystone species. Because it produces fruit year-round, it serves as a reliable food source that supports over 1,200 different species of birds, insects, and mammals. This biological dominance is now being utilized in modern cities. Its massive canopy lowers surrounding temperatures by up to 4 degrees Celsius, mitigating urban heat islands, while its large leaf surface area filters particulate pollution from the air. For millennia, civilizations across South Asia guarded this tree through religious decree. This tradition of protection provided the region with its most effective climate regulators, long before the modern concept of conservation was even defined. It is a practical legacy of climate regulation that we are only now beginning to